What was your strategy this year? How did you get started in 2K? What were your suggestions for winning in money games from Dylan Johnson?
My strategy this year was essentially how it is every year, and that's to have two people in the corner. Have a pick and roll as a secondary option, and just to have obviously a sophisticated defense, so my opponent can keep guessing on how.
The defense this year was like 1-3-1 trap for the most part.
Actually, it was a 2-3, man. Like, surprisingly.
Oh, 2-3. That's weird.
Yeah, 2-3. Just control the two guys at the top, since everybody loves to shoot 3-pointers at the top of the perimeter. You know what I'm saying?
And it cuts out the corners too. I remember running. I don't even remember Horns double drag last year. I would run it like I'd drop it off to the big man, and the defense would collapse and kick it out of the corner for it to beat that, but.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard this year, because, like, on PS3, lobs don't work for 2-3. Like, on PS4, they're fucking abusive as shit, so, I mean, you can lob over anyone. But, yeah, 2-3 is interesting. I never really thought to use it. How does it work out of the trap, though? Does it trap pretty well? Like the 1-1?
It works actually well. Like, the interesting part about my defense is that I can always disguise it in so many things. Like, I can have you thinking that I'm running the man-to-man defense just because how often I switch.
I forgot that's right. You switch fucking defenses like 5 times.
No. I started doing that actually in 2K12. Like, okay. I'm talking about switching like my defenders and whatnot.
Just rotating and stuff?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Okay. I thought you were getting back to switching defenses. That shit was hectic as
well. Yes. I love doing that, but that had to stop.
That was pretty wild. It must have fucked up your rotations like crazy. But how'd you get started in 2K? I mean, I know you elaborated. Well, I know you was on Hoops Gaming, I think, before you went to BB. You're correct?
Yeah. So pretty much, like, I got started by, one day my friend just invited me over and whatnot to play 2K, and I ain't played 2K since like 2004, 2005.
Were you a live guy before that?
Yeah, I was a live dude, man. And on live, I just played strictly team up. So
dude, it's live. I think 2010 team up was raw as hell.
That was the greatest shit ever, man.
Like late night, like team up, that was awesome, yeah.
Yeah, so I just started playing it whatnot when I went over his crib and I was beating him and he was getting mad. I was like, all right, man, I can, I can actually beat people in this game. And so, down the line, I came across you and you introduced me to Ballin' Brothers and whatnot, and I seen how competitive you guys were. I was like, man, I might actually start doing this tournament thing, and from then on, I've been on this 2K. I've been on the 2K competitive scene, man.
So how was like your first month playing for money? Was it rough, just trying to get used to the players?
It was rough, man. Like, I had to get introduced to the hustling scene. Like, people would hustle me, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie. They'll let me win one game and then
beat you for the bigger game after.
Yeah, they'd double up, and next thing you know, I'm losing money. So I stopped playing, money games for like a year or so, and then, this year I just started playing for like, 200, 300 and whatnot, and I've been making bank ever since, man.
Who was it that you were playing for that? I think it was, I remember you playing people on VG or World Gaming now that used to play for like $200 a game, I think. I don't remember his name.
Yeah. Oh, man, there was a lot of people. I remember this dude named I'm Tough 100.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, he went up like 600 on me. Next thing you know. You
were up like 1,000, weren't you?
Yeah, I was up, like 1,000, 2,000, something like that. I don't know, but all I know is he helped me out. He put some money in my pocket, man. Shout out to I'm Tough 100. You're a good kid, man, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for buying me some food, yo. But what would your suggestions be for like people just starting to play? Like, what would you say to them? Like, if you were like their coach or something.
I'd say, man, just keep your head in the game. After every game, man, just keep your head in the game. No matter how much you're up, how many points you're down, you're always going to be in the game based on how the momentum system works on 2K.
Yeah, it's a game of runs. It really is.
Exactly, man. Have a consistent defensive strategy. Don't go out of your way to try to play man to man just because people be like, yo, man, that's too 1-3-1 is cheesy and shit like that.
So don't
But
let
play
people
your
get
game,
mad
man.
and shit then.
Play your game, man. Like, especially when you playing for money, don't do no dumb shit just to be cool.
Yeah, just go your own way. Don't try to fucking follow like trends and shit. But
Exactly.
I know you addressed like having people in the corner, but what would your this is from NBA ball. What was your strategy versus 1-3-1 besides like corner shooters and stuff like that? Be
Oh, pick and roll defense. I mean, pick and roll offense,
like
man.
double pick and roll or single pick?
Actually, just a regular pick and roll, a single pick and roll. You know, one center or one power forward at the top, and you could just do so many things with that. And obviously, you know, I know he said don't reiterate it, but the corner shooters, man, like
Yeah,
that.
those are important because like a lot. I don't think people understand like how we play. Like we look like the wing defenders, the shooting guard, and small forward. We look at their animation before we pass it out. Like so, I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
Like they just force the pass out there. But I mean, you can tell when. Because I know last year, remember you can tell who's like they were on defense. This year, you really can't. I think you can on PS3 still, on 360, not on PS4. But you can tell when they get on a different defender. So I just look for the animation within the defender. You can usually tell when they're off. So that's when I pass the ball. But
Hey, exactly, man. That's the right thing to do.
But what were your most used teams this year? Probably the Rockets and OKC.
Like early in the year, I would use the Raptors and whatnot for money games because they had Rudy Gay. He would just posterize anybody.
Oh shit, yo, DeRozan, Ross, Rudy Gay.
It was the greatest like posterizer on the game. But
remember his shot? It used to be so pure. No, I think it's ass this year. Oh, well, the PS3 one is ass. The PS4 one is not bad.
Yeah, that shit is terrible, dude. I can't even lie. But yeah, the Rockets and the Thunder, obviously. Probably should have used the Rockets in LA, considering the Thunder, you know, you're going to get out rebounded every time you play somebody like the Rockets or the Blazers. So
did you have your point? Well, aren't points to emphasis on PS3? It's been so long since I played it.
You say, is there point of emphasis?
Yeah, on PS3.
Nah, just coaching profiles, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think points to emphasis work anyway, but I was gonna say maybe we should have had you like offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding. Might have helped, but
yeah,
I was watching a video. I think it was like UC704, the unknown contact, the Mr. Me Too guy from Hoops Gaming said when they shoot, you can hold L2 and it makes like all your people box out. So I didn't know that before.
Yeah, it does actually. That's what a lot of pro people on World Gaming and Gaming Saloon been doing for years. I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just got to get in the habit, man. Like that shit is so tough to do.
Cause like I wouldn't think about it. Cause like first you think about leaking out and shit and trying to set up your offense, but it's just weird.
Exactly, man. So I never pressed L2, but hey, I'm going by what a couple of people said, and I guess it does work. Who knows, man?
So what were the most difficult teams to play this year overall? Like most annoying, I guess.
Man, easy. You got to go with the two teams that get the most offensive rebounds, and that's the Clippers and the Rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks up there, man.
The Knicks just because of Melo alone. They had Tim Hardaway on PS3.
Yeah, man. Like I can't even talk about how annoying it was playing the Knicks user that would use Persioni and Tim Hardaway Jr. I mean, yeah. Those guys.
I think for me it was definitely OKC. Just because it felt like OKC, like no matter what point of the game it was, they can like stop you from scoring and just go on like a 15-0 run.
Yeah,
I felt like that.
Yeah, OKC, but a lot of people, which they try to do with OKC is just run. Like that was my whole strategy. Just get a rebound and run. But how you gonna run if you can't get a rebound? The way to be Clippers and Rockets and just get a whole bunch of rebounds, so they couldn't start the fast break off.
Because like with OKC, I feel like people just try to like abuse the shit out of posterizer like the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It was just annoying as hell to me. But how'd you start? Well, where did you address that? So the best sites probably Gamer Saloon and World Gaming.
Yeah.
Okay.
World Gaming is like by far the best site, and then you got obviously Gamer Saloon and like Game Battles. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't play on either of those sites anymore. But Nowadays, it's just world gaming because of so all the opportunities they offer to their community and whatnot these days.
And you would definitely say Gamerstone is a tougher competition, though, overall.
Actually, actually, a lot of people have been saying that over the years, man. But like, if you look in the game nowadays, it's a lot of people that's like, yo, you can't use you can't use the Knicks, you can't use the Rockets. When you go on world gaming, man, like, there ain't a whole bunch of rules like that when you come across a level 6 and whatnot, man. They just be like, yo, just lace up, man.
Where I see that a lot. Like Gamerstone's like no running this play, no standing out, like standing out or anything. So it's definitely different.
Yeah,
but what are you looking forward most to in 2K15? Like team wise, player wise, strategy wise, something like that.
I'm looking. The main thing is the parity in the teams these days. Like I just want to be able to use a great amount of teams. Opposed to just using the Rockets and Thunder this year because they were like the main teams that played my style. Now I can use the Bucks and Cavs and all kinds of teams, man. And the Mavericks, it's gonna be
Mavericks.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to use a lot of teams next year.
I hope they make Pierce's jumper the same as 2K13 because 2K14
it was.
Like him on the Wizards now, especially with Glenn Rice Jr. and Otto Porter coming in.
Goodness, bro. Can you imagine?
Yeah. And I think the healthy Nuggets team is always dangerous because they got all those fucking athletes.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a lot of parity, man.
But the Pistons too. They got Caron Butler. Who else did they? I'm trying to. I know they got
Josh Smith, I think.
Josh Smith?
No, Josh Smith. Like as far as.
Oh! They said Josh Smith. Yeah, Josh Smith on the Pistons. I thought he was gonna be traded to the Kings though. Because that'd be wild with Rudy Gay, Ben Max, Stauskas.
Yeah, Max.
They lost Isaiah Thomas.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, Ben Max is super athlete. I think Stauskas is going to be one of the most like overrated shooters next year. Him and McDermott are probably be like the best like 3-point shooting rookies. Because McDermott's shot is like fucking.
Oh man,
it's like ridiculous.
Everybody want to use the Bulls, man. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah, their CPU defense alone is probably top fucking 3. I mean, it's just annoying as hell to play against. Because they got Pau Gasol. They could be still getting K Love, so it's gonna be wild.
Never know, man.
I mean, it's just wait for this shit to happen. Because I mean, and especially if they overrate Derrick Rose too. Because I don't know how they'll rate him. I think they'll be like lower 80, not lower 80s, like mid 80s.
You give him like an 85-3 or some dumb ish like that, right?
Yeah, like Iguodala's like 86.
Boy, don't miss.
I think he shoots like 30% in
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's so wild. And plus, he has like the easiest form in history. What can he do? But what would your message be next year to competitors trying to take your crown?
I mean, just bring your all, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got the crown no more. Like, that's all in tragic hands. But as far as the PlayStation side, man, just do what you gotta do. Have a nice strategy. Don't come with know how to run plays and whatnot. Know how to sniff out plays. Like, if somebody doing the same play over and over, you're gonna have to obviously. Yeah, man. So bring your all, man. Lab. I can't stress that enough.
That's the word of the year.
Yeah.
And when you get 2K15, you're labbing all night, right?
Yeah, man. Like, I'm gonna do
you know how it is. The first 2 weeks, it's like warm it, like no one in your room, It's just
then you gotta find that special, that lab partner, man. Like that person that's gonna actually look through everything with you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Like, when I was making my guide, I went through fucking everything, I tried to find the best players and everything. It's just weird because, like, you know how they tone down stand dunk so much, you really can't run, like, the same play all game. I think because the AI picks it up this year, but you can still run Horns plays pretty effectively. Like, like Horns Fist Double, that's already out, people already know about that play. I think it's probably the best play of the year, in my opinion.
Hey, I made so much off of AI handoff ISO in the 0160 playbook, man. Like, that was the greatest. That was probably my favorite play of all time, man. Like,
it
was this year. Like, I think Will, the Pills dude, found out about it, and Travis, I think, some dude named Trav. I think he.
Oh,
Yeah,
Harrington.
yeah. Shout out to him.
Okay. I'll have to check it out because I never really paid attention to it because I really use the fist out cut and the horns fist double for the
Mm-hmm.
most part. Because fist out cut was used for like the first couple weeks of the game. People would run it with fucking
Yeah,
Dwight
that was
Howard.
my shit. Yeah, that was a good play too, man.
Because they had the shooter in the corner and then the man down low. I think there was a guy in the wing too, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong. But I'm hoping they bring a playback sort of like I don't want to say double drag because I think that was too abusive, and I don't want to say off ref because that was just
Yeah,
absurd.
man.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that was.
I think I broke two controllers in 2K13 just that play alone.
Boy,
Like that's so
that
wild.
boy. I think Stud. Who else was using that? Like he was gone.
Dude, everyone.
Yeah, I
was
think
using
Stud
it
made that
so
jank
bad.
popular
Like, because there was a play similar in the Blazers play with something Cutter, and because Keith was hitting me up asking me to try to find it out, and I just could not figure it out. And I thought he was talking about Lakers lob, and then I found out from Sam the Hawk Circle shit, which was overpowered as hell. I was just like, wow. I mean, 2K13 was the
though.
year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta give respect to all those dudes. I mean that had their own schemes and whatnot. I mean, like Stud had his Hawk Revs, and some people would use Laker Lob. I can't hate on that, man.
I remember 2K13. I played Sam in the what was it, the first round of the tourney for the PG to go to play for the trip, and he thought I stole fucking. He was so mad at me. I think he messaged. He told me he messaged someone or someone told me he messaged me on my Facebook. He's like, "Did you fucking find out my play?" It was so funny, yo.
Hey.
Because he found it in the Sixers book, and I found it in the Sixers book, so he thought I stole
I
it.
remember that shit,
So
bro.
funny, yeah.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday, man.
It's so hilarious. He was so funny, yeah. But we're tied this year, though. He beat me on last game by a fucking, I think, Matt Barnes game winner. Like,
Oh, for real, on the
so
PS4?
Matt Barnes
He
shoots
beat
like
you?
a light out. Yeah. I'm up on everyone this year, and we're tied 4-4.
Okay.
Because we played 2 games. He won by like 10 each, and I blew him out by I think like 20 the next 2 after that. No, he won 1 game. I blew him out 2 of the games in a row, and he won the Matt Barnes game. So we're 4-4.
You got to get on your shit again next year, man. Like this year, I seen your record on Salone. That shit was crazy. Like,
Yeah, I beat that Shallow Grave kid. Fuck, I think I'm 5'3" on him now.
Dang.
So
Yeah.
and he's like 338-13. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Like he barely loses.
Yeah, he tried to hustle me, but I mean, I gave him 10. I was like, yo, let me see. I was like, I play you for 10 and shit. He was like, all right, man. He was just telling me a whole bunch of things, giving me a whole bunch of tips before I went to New York. He was like, hey, man, you trying to play again? I was like, yeah, I give you another 10. You ain't got to try to act like you hustling me, man. Like, I'm doing this. I'm looking at the big picture, man. I'm trying to get this 5 racks. I mean,
I don't understand how they went from 100K to 5K. Like,
Yeah.
you should have won at least 20, 25, maybe 30K. Like, that shit.
That was crazy. Like, but at the end of the day, I was just like, man, I'm just trying to win this tournament. Somebody told me like the day before, they was like, yo, they doing like a little $5,000 tournament. I was like, so you gonna go from 100 to 5? Then at the end of the day, I was just like, fuck it, man. Let's just put in work and try to get this easy money, man.
I don't even think V got paid out yet, to be honest. I don't think he got all his money.
I don't even know about that. I don't even know. All I know is he got that car. He got a nice ass car. I know that much.
How mad were you at Pino though for that? You must have been pissed off, yo.
You talking about Houston?
Like fade him in sight, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like pissed off. I ain't even.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad, yo.
Yeah, but I gave him a step and whatnot.
He had some tough defense though. I can't.
We were just chilling, man. We were just chilling the rest of the day. I was like, yo, I was trying to give him tips and whatnot so he could bring the, title home, the BB. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, he got fucked over with the controller thing. That was a whole nother
story, though.
Didn't you guys play on PC?
Yeah. We actually did play on PC. You talking about LA?
Yeah, did you and Tragic?
Yeah, we played on PC, man. I was, the first day we got there, after I won my PS3 game and whatnot, they was like, y'all gonna be playing on the PC. I was like, you kidding me, man? Then he was like, alright, so this time we're gonna have the PS3 controller and the Xbox controller. I was like, cool, man, cool. You know, my confidence just went up.
Oh, so you had separate USB controllers then?
Yeah, when he said that, you know, I was just thinking about the whole Pino situation. I was like, as long as I get a PS3 controller, man, I'm good.
Did you get a chance to play? How was the game different though on PC? Was it any different? Was it the same?
It was a little bit different, man. The releases were very slow, but I was too arrogant for some reason to, you know, practice and whatnot in front of my opponent and whatnot. Like he was putting up a good amount of shots when we got to LA and whatnot, and I was just like, nah, man, I don't need to do that, you know. And
Overconfident.
Yeah, I pretty much got fucking destroyed, and like I was like, wow, what the fuck was wrong with me, man? You know?
Yeah, you're gonna come back next year though. Just remember that shit. Practice every day.
Yeah, right.
So, you have any lasting words though for anyone listening?
I just wanna, shout out to Ballin' Brothers and whatnot. Shout out to my two people that lab with me the whole year, C Grizz and my dude from Alaska that came from Alaska and Virginia to lab with me. Yeah, man. He was actually visiting like his people from North Carolina and whatnot, and he was just like about to drive up to where you live. I was like, all right, man. You know, we just labbed the whole weekend and whatnot. So shout out the Mewborn, you know, James Mewborn. You know what I'm saying? And
where do you live in? Anchorage?
Yeah, Anchorage, man. Okay. Yeah, and you know, tragic for doing this thing on the Xbox side, man, and destroying me in LA. You know, he's gonna be a beast next year, and hopefully I can retain that crown, man, get that crown again. You did?
I want to play him next year though for sure, because he sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna see what's up. But one more question: how was Puckett? How was meeting Chris Puckett?
Chris Puckett. Like I was like, you know, I was just like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't know who he was for real. I was like, yeah, I was like, so I saw you a big, you know, you're real popular. He was like, yeah, man, you know, I do all this stuff like MLG and like I'm the commentator for Call of Duty and stuff like that. I was like, all right, that's crazy, you know. And then it was cool, man. He was a real cool dude, real funny, you know, funny as.
Cause he posts, I think, like if you watch MLG's like channel, like they upload like daily like esports reports and stuff like that. He hosts like every day.
Yeah.
So he's been grinding for like at least 10 years in MLG. So
yeah, we had a couple conversations, man. He was just chilling for real for the most part, and you know, making a lot of jokes, having everybody laughing and whatnot. Everybody was cool, you know. LD2K, his other friend Michael Howard and whatnot. They were all there.
How was well, you mentioned LD, but what was the other commentator's name?
D-Mac. He was funny.
D-Mac, like, cool. Yeah, he was pretty funny, yeah.
Like he had challenged me and shit when he came to the MLG the studio thing like earlier in the day and whatnot, and like he almost beat me. I can't even lie, man. Like I got some fluke shit, and I was like, damn. You know, I wasn't playing for real too much, but at the end, you know, I was playing for real, and he was still beating me a little bit. I was like, what the fuck, dog? You know, and Tom was watching. I know Tom was like, I'm about to destroy this dude.
Yeah, Tom probably had some false confidence, yo.
Yeah, that's funny.
That shit's wild.
Yeah, man.
Probably even then he played the game.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I had to bring out those oots, man. Like.
Yeah, I see the one that go to fucking Steven Adams. Like, it just was crazy how it got through the fucking screen. But, thanks for keeping it real, though. And, like I said, any last words? I never asked this before, but any last words?
Nah, I just want to say I appreciate you giving me this interview, man.
No doubt.
You know, I hope to see you and some other Ballin' Brothers in the tournaments down the line, man. And
yeah, I would have joined, yo. I didn't think they were hell once. I just sold my PS3, to be honest. I was like, okay, because probably just too late. But fucking a month later, they announced this.
Yeah, you called it. You was like, yo, look out for my boy Samaj. You know, I think he's gonna take the, you know, tight on the.
Yeah, I predicted it like that.
I was like, hey man, I like the confidence and shit like that. You know.
Yeah, because I do have been grinding and shit and playing like heavy.
Yeah, that's love, man. Appreciate that.
No doubt, no doubt. But thanks for keeping it real, yo.